Hey y'all, Cedric here, Primal Punch here. We're going to work on a little bit of self-defense tech, alright? Using your ParaKara. Whatever that may be, you know. If you've got the Peacemaker, the Death Head, or the Mjolnir, the Thor's Hammer, the Dark Mjolnir, whatever you might have, alright? Now these can be used for Flail or Kubaton type striking, okay? In different situations, you may you'll use it differently, okay? Close up, you'll be able to use it as Kubaton style striking, you know, ribs, bony portions, the face, the head, you know, like that. You want to drive this in, it's a force multiplier. So we'll do a few you know, just different little scenarios here depending on what a situation might look like, okay? Yeah, so let's just go for it. We'll just rock a few scenarios out, okay? One scenario, okay, you've got your keys clipped, and or not, you know, just whatever. You've been grabbed, and your arms are kind of pinned, okay? Now, you're still going to have movement down here. They're not going to grab you down here around this part because now you're up in the air. You know, and that's not a fast grab. When someone grabs you, now if you've been grabbed from the front, get this out, and we drive this into those ribs, okay, or around back into the spine, okay, with whatever amount of arm we can get into it. We want to also, you know, at that time we want to create some space, and you can push your body against them, tuck your head in so you can't get head-butted. And as soon as you get a little bit of space, you can drop your grip down and ratchet this in and get that space, okay? You drive it up in, drive it into the ribs, drive it down into the side of the knee, alright? That is a place that just will drop a person right into the knee. Alright? You see what this is doing to the wood with just a short stroke. I'm not coming back more than 2 feet and in. Alright? So, you can do that with, you know, anything that doubles as a Kubaton and a Flail. You know, or you can do, you know, one tech or the other, depending on what you have, okay? So there's one scenario. Once we've created distance, okay, we've got a number of options open to us. My favorite is getting out of there. Surviving wins the day, you know. But sometimes that may not be an option. Like say, you know, maybe you've suffered an injury or your knees are bad, you can't run, you know. So we need to make sure that this person can't chase us. That knee strike is an excellent way to make sure a person isn't going to be faster than us. But maybe that's not enough. Maybe they're still up, they're still mobile, and we need to continue taking this to the next level. So we've created our space. This one's great for the Kubaton striking, better than any of my other designs because of the way it just sets into your hand. So we've created our space, we've dropped our grip, we've cranked in to the side of the knee, ribs, face, and this person is you know, still coming at us. We want to then keep our distance and take away their weapons, okay? We're going to stay out here and we're going to strike whatever they reach for us with. We're going to create this maximum distance, okay? And we're going to circle so that they can't come toward us in a straight line, okay? And we just want to kind of weave a kind of figure eight, okay? Or just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Alright? You can just go straight back and forth if you like, but I like to keep that forward motion going. So, you've got that, okay? We want to just weave a pattern in front of us. Any pattern will do, and we want to be able to circle, 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 circle. okay? And strike those hands. The circling, because you can't go backwards as fast as someone can go forward. But if you circle, you take away their ability to just go straight forward. Now they have to circle with you, okay? And they're going to have a leading leg. If you can, strike again at that knee. Slow them down. Keep slowing them down, okay? Your hammer fist. Alright, this is a very powerful blow, especially when you're using a Kubaton style force multiplier. Now, your hammer fist strikes, you're not necessarily limited to this kind of chopping, dropping blow, okay? Your hammer fist can be used when you got something like this very quickly. Alright, similar to your knife tack. When you're using your knife in reverse grip. Alright? You can actually move very quickly. You know, drop this into whatever areas you might need to drop, okay? You're using this like a stabbing motion. Almost a punch, but not quite. This does several things. Multiplies your force, because you're hitting with a smaller area. Also protects your knuckles, okay? Whereas this, now we're limited to true stabbing motions, which kind of open us up more, okay? But when you're close in, you know, this isn't really as versatile as your standard grip here. Okay, this, as opposed to this, I can't really get in the side. I can't get up high. I'm limited to right about there. So, back of the head, whatever we can reach, okay? We're going to create space. And when you push your body against theirs, you're going to keep them off balance, so they're going to be unable to get you off the ground. Alright? And we're driving this in, we're creating pain. Now they're going to start trying to push against us and get us off of them. And we use that along with our own movement, okay? The death head tucks into the hand really well for Kubaton style striking too. If you get your hand down around the mandible, the lower mandible, what would be a lower mandible on a real skull. Again, you're doing all the same movements, All right, we've got this. You can move relatively quickly with that, you know. So that's just a few scenarios that it's worth practicing, okay? So we'll go over those again just real quickly and easily, and I'll use my personal blood and black peacemaker. So our first, we've been grabbed, we want to get it out, and we're going to create space. We're pushing against, alright, I'm pushing my weight forward, trying to drop my center of gravity so that I can become more stable. My knees will bend, I'm pushing myself against, head tucked so I can't get head butted, and they can't get any good strikes when they let go of me, because I'm pushed right against. And I'm going to drive this in, okay? Just drive it in, up and down the spine, into the ribs, drop, into the knees, alright? And create distance. I want to come back. Alright? We just want to do damage and get out of there. Survival wins the day. Alright? Number one priority. So, we've created space. We don't think we can outrun this person at this point. We begin circling, okay? And striking at whatever's closest. Whatever. We're not going to try and get in there and get their head, which puts us in reach of their hands, where we're in another situation, because we have things like odds and statistics, okay? Now, if we get grabbed by a more powerful attacker once, we've got this chance of getting away. If we get grabbed twice, our chances of getting away actually lessen, alright? Because now, one thing, surprise isn't on our side. Two things, this is twice as many instances of getting grabbed by this person, okay? So, we're going to stay out. We're not going to go in We're going to strike at those hands. We're going to keep a little pattern, some kind of pattern in front of us, okay? Just some kind of pattern, so we're always moving, and we can strike out from that pattern at whatever might be handy. A knee, like that, okay? So your pattern, work your pattern with whatever you might be using, okay? Just work a simple pattern from which you can strike out, okay? And remain, you know, keep that circling. Places to hit, alright? Outside of the knee, easily one of my favorites for just that shock and ow, alright? The hinge of the jaw. Hinge of the jaw loaded with nerves. Excellent place. With something like any of these, okay? The collarbone. Snap, crackle, pop, alright? You take away the effectiveness of their arms when you bust a collarbone. When they draw back to guard, boom. Anywhere through here, okay? You just got a ton of nerves just riding through there. The backs of their hands, their fingers, their knuckles, okay? These are the more easy to reach areas to strike. Bridge of the nose, excellent one. The shock and pain from getting struck in the nose gives you a second, a full good second, where their eyes tear up, and now you've got a chance to just lay in several hits. I mean, a second is a long time. You know, a second is a good long time. You could hit both their knees in a second, you know, just. So knees are gone like that. Yeah, and just be safe. These are situations where you're hopefully not going to find yourself in. Situational awareness can keep you out of most bad situations. But if you are in one, it pays to practice ahead of time. Practice deploying your chosen instrument, okay? You know what I see more and more? A circle with a gun inside it and a slash through it. A circle with a knife inside it and a slash through it. These are in public buildings, you know. Where places more and more, they're taking those away, but they don't take your keychains away. Alright? And it is good to have something with which you can defend yourself intelligently. You know, this is your first weapon. These, your weapons. You know, and anything that you're going to carry is only as good as this and these. So practice. You're worth it, okay? And you have the right to defend yourself. So be good to yourselves. If you're interested, check out Camp Verde Rope and Gear. Got a lot of good gear for sale, and my prices will be going up in the next month or so when I start selling locally at the swap meet. So far I've just been selling online, but I've got a couple of local venues that I'm going to be utilizing. So like that, y'all. Be good to yourselves. Hold your heads up high. You live free, and always, always, always punch hard, okay? And be good to yourself. Seriously, hold those heads up high, because you're worth it, and I dig you. Catch you later. Bye.